What's up, Chief Queef? James Reeves, Mailroom 50-something, I think. This is probably the December episode because, and I've got excuses. I have excuses, and I will give them to you. But first, we drink. This is a vanilla porter that one of you guys sent in probably a year ago. I've been out of the country. I've been away at SHOT Show. My fridge is bare. This was probably sent to me back in like Mailroom 35. But desperate times, desperate measures. Let's see if this aged like a fine porter. Not bad. Nutty and sweet. A little bit like me. Before we get to the excuses and opening mail, let's say thank you to our Utreon and Subscribe Star supporters. We couldn't do it without you guys, of course. Utreon, we're really glad to have them. They're our backup because YouTube, I think you guys know, they've just been chopping channels left and right, which is part of the reason why I moved Mailroom over to my personal channel, because things get a little racy. I don't know if you know that. Things get a little racy on TFBTV Mailroom. But we couldn't do it without you guys, so as a way of saying thank you, we give away 4 guns a month from Top Gun Supply. That's how they sponsor us. They don't give us money. They just give guns to you. 4 guns a month, plus one $250 gift certificate to only one of the 100 members of our $25 a month tier. I will go ahead and display those winners right here. Now, usually we start out with Blue Alpha. These guys right here, Blue Alpha, they're also a sponsor. And they have given us, as usual, 4 $100 gift certificates to give to you guys to buy whatever you want from their site. They've got new fanny packs now. They've got slings. They got belts. So those guys are just blowing up. So thank you very much for all of your support. So how do you win? You are automatically entered to win every single month if you're a member at the $5 tier or higher on Utreon or Subscribe Star. So go there, check it out. Links are in the description. Sign up there, you're automatically entered to win. You don't have to do anything other than sign up. We just randomly, Kelsey will randomly draw 4 names every single month. Again, I'm a little behind, so hopefully I'll pop out a few more mail rooms. I'm going to keep this one short. I came back to a huge pile of mail, and let's talk about that. Linz and I have been planning for like the past year and a half what we're going to do for my 40th birthday, so we decided to do New Year's Eve in Santiago, Chile. Santiago, they do it up for New Year's Eve. It's like a big production there. So we did that. We drove to Valparaiso the next day, hung out on the beach. It was like 80 degrees or something. It was great in January. It's effing awesome. Then we went to Puerto Natales, and we did Chilean Patagonia. So maybe I'll put up a couple of pictures. Not that you guys really give a shit, but we did Chilean Patagonia. It was incredible. We did not quite camping, not quite glamping. We just stayed at a little campground that had those Lotus tents like already set up. So that was amazing. Did a lot of hiking. One of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my entire life. Then we drove from Patagonia down to Punta Arenas. We took the Australis ship through Tierra del Fuego down to Cape Horn, from Cape Horn up to Ushuaia to Buenos Aires, which was really awesome. I wasn't expecting it to be as great. Funniest shit ever. There's like a Lionel Messi. Am I saying his name right? I don't give a shit about soccer or whatever. Lionel Messi, a mural like every other block. I mean, those guys were so thrilled to win their soccer tournament, their big worldwide soccer tournament, where they just make up the time, like how long you play. They just make it up, you know, like let's tag on 10 minutes at the end. I don't fucking get it, but whatever. And then you score, like, you get 1 touchdown a game. Not very fun. And I wonder how many Super Bowls Argentina has won. Answer, 0. We fly from Buenos Aires to Atlanta for our connecting flights. Lindsay goes back to New Orleans. I go straight to SHOT Show, and within an hour of getting off the plane, bear in mind, I'd been gone for 2.5 weeks at this point. So within an hour of getting off the plane, we are filming at Beretta. Like, I picked up the rental car, picked up the guys, we went out and started filming at Beretta within like an hour of my landing. So it was, and you guys saw on TFBTV Showtime and the main channel, we posted, I think we completed 84 videos this year, which is just effing wild. So it was nonstop. I got back, you know, like a little over a week ago, and it's back to the regular grind. So in any event, that's my excuse. I'll catch up on Mailroom 2. I've got a whole stack of mail. I'm going to work my way through it as best I can. Bear with me. All right, enough of that bullshit. Did I lose you guys? Let's open the probable wedding invitations. This one's got a really nice envelope from Josh R. in Washington. Merry Christmas, 80s prom style, Ashley and Josh 2022. So a nice little Christmas card. Thank you very much. Send me a Christmas card, but there's no check in here. What's up with that? James Reeves, greetings from Washington. I'm writing this literally the day before your Tacoma meetup, so I'm just going to assume it was cool to finally meet you. It was cool to meet you. Attached is my girlfriend and I's second annual Christmas card. Is that the correct possessive? I would have just said me and my girlfriend's second annual Christmas card. I thought you were literally attaching your girlfriend, which would have been better than a check. Last year was flannel and guns. This year, 80s prom. I'm rocking the fanny pack you sent after you called Ashley a bitch last year. That's right. That's right. And I got to meet that bitch at the meetup in Tacoma. That was fun. It's all full circle. It's all coming. Got to call her a bitch to her face. It was amazing. And on the internet in front of tens of thousands of people. I'm rocking the fanny pack you sent after you called Ashley a bitch last year for not liking peak men's fashion. What a bitch. But not to worry, she laughed and was a great sport about it. I just wanted to say thanks again for all the great content that you and the team continue to make. All the behind-the-scenes factory content from Europe's been amazing. Some of my favorite. Can't wait to see what else is in the pipeline. From Josh, Airborne Riker on Discord. Josh, I'm really excited to show you the pipeline. I'll show you my whole pipeline, dog. We still have plenty coming from CZ, Cellular and Bellet, Beretta still, even though that was like almost a year ago in April. We still have tons of video. I'm working on one right now from them. B&T, we actually kind of pushed everything out. Arrow, when I was up there filming with you, I've got content coming up from Arrow. So I went all around the effing world last year, and it looks like it's going to be more of the same this year. I'll find out tomorrow if I'm going to Iwa. Depends on whether or not I can get my schedule kind of cleared up. But after that, Iwa, I think I'm going to CZ again this year in Europe. Probably going to make my way to Steyr. Andrew, Elkhart, Indiana. This is from December 13. Look at this, another Christmas card. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I'm going to go hang these up on the fridge. My wife's going to think I'm crazy. Love Mailroom. Girlfriend hates my nuts hanging out of my new short shorts. Please put this on the fridge. That's so funny. I just said that. Love Andrew and Julie. Ashley? Julie? Come here for a second. Come here a little closer. You horrible women. Leave these beautiful men alone. I see what you're doing. The short shorts, the fanny packs. You don't want to see these men blossom because you're worried they're going to get stolen away from you. I don't blame you. I'd be worried too. But the thing is, if you try to trap these guys, let these man caterpillars dress the way they want, turn into beautiful butterflies, let them go, they'll fly away, and if they really love you, they'll come back, which, I mean, probably they wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't after what I've read about you. Mason from Midland, Texas, boy. Oh, shit. This one looked like a short one, but we got a nice 2.5 pager here. Hey, James, I was a sonar tech on a submarine station in Guam. Sounds like you made that up. And an infantryman in the Louisiana Army National Guard with the 3rd Battalion, 156 Infantry Regiment, Bravo Company out of Camp Beauregard in Pineville, Louisiana. Wonder if you know my buddy Garrett. So I also like guns and sweet-ass Hawaiian shirts. I've been watching TFBTV the past few years after my brother told me about it when I was living in Chalmette. I was struggling at the time, like had to live in my car for a few weeks while I worked security until I had the money for a duplex out in Chalmette. All that time, I was definitely caught up in all the TFBTV episodes. Thanks, man. I mean, that is terrible, but, you know, it makes me laugh, you know, thinking of you in your car watching my shitty, awful TFBTV episodes. I was doing what I needed to take care of my family, jumping through the hoops of NOPD's application process. Christ. Long story short, I was towards the end of that process when my new ex-wife decided she didn't like New Orleans, and we moved back to Pitkin, Pitkin, Louisiana? Well, now I reside in Midland, Texas. I've been driving trucks for about 7 years in between cross-country trucking and the oil field, and things are going well out here. I'm in the process of getting out of driving 18-wheelers and into flying commercially. Are you just going to check off like all the most masculine jobs a man can have? Are you going to be a professional arm wrestler? Is that what's next? I considered going back into the Army, having them pay for my flight time, but fuck that. Shortly after my separation with my ex-wife, the disaster that was the Afghan withdrawal happened, and I would more than likely choke out the first person who was serious about their pronouns. At this point, I feel like I may be oversharing. Whatever, dude. The point is, if I even have one, is that you put out great content. It's certainly guns, not politics. Even when I was broke as fuck, I felt like y'all were keeping me up to speed and entertained with the content you're putting out. I do want to head back to New Orleans and hang out in Esplanade and Frenchman's Corner. I'm including my Louisiana Army National Guard patch and an exclusive 511 patch from Midland, Texas. Flight time is pretty damn expensive in the oil field. I plan on moving to the Houston area to continue training in the summer. Shouldn't take too long to be a CFL. CFL? Is that what they're? CFI? If you ever want to fly a single-engine plane, all the best. Mason, funny story about that. After I was just such a hard ass to those guys, their poor wives or girlfriends or whatever, Lindsay will not let me, like me and my buddy Charlie, we're talking about splitting a Cessna, whatever, like a 120 or whatever the small one was, and getting our single engine, and Linz wasn't having it, but she also, to be fair, has known like 3 people who have died in single-engine plane crashes. So I guess I don't blame her. Mason, thank you for the patch. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, fuck. Getting kind of full up there, huh? I hate reading about any situation where any TFBTV viewer is living out of the car. I mean, you guys that watch Mailroom, I've never met somebody who watches Mailroom who I haven't got along with. So in a way, you're all my friends. Mason, if you make it back to New Orleans, my amigo, all drinks are on me. You pick the place. I'll meet you there. Just shoot me a text. I mean, I've posted my phone number on Patreon and Utreon, Subscribestar and all that. Or you can just email me, james@tfb.tv. Beers on me, buddy. Oh, shit. Manifesto. Absolute manifesto. It's been a while since we've gotten a manifesto. In fact, I need to remember we have the TFBTV suggested reading list with all the manifestos that you guys have sent in. Fry the Brain by John West. The good news is, if you're watching TFBTV Mailroom, you have no brain to fry. The Art of Urban Sniping and its Role in Modern Guerrilla Warfare. Fry the Brain is a comprehensive study of the murky art of urban guerrilla sniping, which takes the reader through time from the werewolf resistance movement of the collapsing Third Reich to the vicious war fought by Iraqi insurgents. Guarantee, look at this. It's about the size of a phone book. I'm actually going to read this. This might be the first one that I actually read, or at least I'm going to attempt to read it. If there's nothing in here about the goddamn grassy knoll, I just watched JFK for the first time the other day. Holy shit. I thought, I mean, you know, it's New Orleans. It's Kevin Costner, Tatanka himself. I mean, I was like, goddamn, that was goddamn. This is the first, man, I'm turning 40 years old, and now I believe in conspiracy theories. It's just like that, guys. It sneaks up on you. You know, 1 minute you're wearing jeans, Abercrombie jeans with holes in them. Next minute, you're talking to a camera by yourself in a room about conspiracy theories and frying people's brains.
Guys, I swear to God, I just opened up to a random page in this book, and there it is. I swear to God, not making it up at all.
Okay, Adrian, Michigan. This is from Adrian, Michigan. This one's from November. So like I said, I got some catching up to do. Got a little bit catching up to do. Are you fucking serious? I cannot fucking believe this. I cannot believe this. James, I hope you enjoy this original Etch-a-Sketch of Geronimo. Don't worry, it's preserved. My husband Craig and I love watching your show at McMichael Art. So Leanne McMichael at McMichael Art. This is fucking incredible.
Jeezy, what do you think?
Over the years of TFBTV Mailroom, we've had all these talentless hacks send in their fucking half-baked manifestos and their stories, their space anime stories that even a coked-up sci-fi executive wouldn't read cover to cover. And then I get this, possibly the best thing I have ever received on TFBTV Mailroom. Leanne, I am going to go show this to Geronimo right now. All right, last thing for James Gucci Reeves IV. And by the way, Lynn's just pulling out a bunch of shit in my teeth. I wonder if it was from that beer. So I've been sitting here talking to you guys with all this shit in my teeth the entire time. That's embarrassing, but whatever. It's just mailroom. All right, the boys at Polinar Tactical. Funny story. The first time we met was SHOT Show, possibly, I would say 4 years ago, maybe 5, maybe 6. And I'm walking out, and they're walking in, and it's like a Thursday or Friday, and we kind of say hi to each other. I'd never met these guys before, never talked to them before in my life, and we said, let's go out and get beers. We became friends pretty much instantly. That evening, I go visit them in Slovenia. One night, they get me so drunk that I threw up all over the place, like all over. We were staying at some cabin, long story, but, I fucking throw. So does Jiga. He throws up and he loses his phone. I think I've told that story on Mailroom before. So yeah, that was pretty brutal. All right, this will be great for Christmas next year. I don't know. I think you guys may have sent me Samo fit. This looks a little thick. If you ask me. Double gold AKs. Gold AKs are the funniest thing to me because you see so many of them. Like drug lords have them, Shaws and stuff have them. I have never in any other industry seen someone take gold and cover what is indisputably a literal piece of shit in precious metal. It's amazing. I just can't believe that they do it. And then finally, what do we have in here? God damn it. You've got this fancy gift box. I'm opening it. I'm expecting a couple of like AK-47 cufflinks, or maybe like one of those pinky rings that you can keep a cyanide capsule or a little bit of cocaine in, something neat like that. And instead, it wouldn't be a mailroom if I didn't receive at least some phalluses. So, if anything, I'm relieved because now I know mailroom is over for this month. Woof. Made it through another month. I've opened the dicks. That means we can stop now. Guys, thank you so much, really, for everything. And that includes you guys pulling our tactical. I started working for the Firearm Blog a little bit over 10 years ago. I think I got the job in October of 2012. It's been one of the best things that I think I've ever done. TFBTV, they asked me to start that almost exactly. It was 8 years and 16 days ago. They asked me to start TFBTV along with Alex. It's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. I'm incredibly fortunate, but, let's not sell myself short here. I'm pretty good at my job. You know what I'm saying. But I couldn't be doing this if I wasn't in the right place at the right time, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So you mean everything to me. Thank you so much for sending this shit in. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind a mailroom. This gets no views. It gets no views. I think maybe one time we've had a mailroom get over 100,000 views, but this is what I get asked about the most. People say, when's mailroom, when's mailroom, when's mailroom? It means a lot to you, therefore it means a lot to me, but I also like connecting with you guys and getting etch-a-sketches of my cats. I love you, and I'll see you hopefully in a few weeks.